What's up, guys? Mike and Sophia, Maverick, and we are going to drop some video number 3 on you today.
Woo, woo.
What is it? What are you talking about?
This is our bread and butter series. It's our leads and sales series because leads are and sales are our bread and butter of our business. It's what keeps the doors open. It's what keeps us growing. Yep. And in this time, it's time to get back to basics for a lot of companies. We're hearing that, a lot of people are like, man, things have slowed down. When you got to get back to basics and get these things squared away, and then you can build on them and continue to grow. But if you don't have these fundamentals right, it's going to be just like you're throwing money, not just dirt at the wall. You're throwing money at the wall, and it's just going in the trash. So this is the video. We're going to do this video is going to be a 2-part series, two-part series and our 6-part series. Oh my gosh. It's just because there's so much we're talking about social media, and we're talking about creating content that sells for you. Yes. And this is key, you guys. So we talked about in the previous video was about finding out where your leads, the majority of your leads are coming from.
Where are they at?
And if social media is not part of that, it's okay. But you still should be on social media because it's going to help warm up your leads so it's easier to close. It's easy to get those referrals. It's easy. So if you're not on social media, get on social media, start posting, and don't just start posting. I mean, obviously get going. Right. Get going. Don't overthink it. But if you are posting, make sure you have a clear strategy to where you're not just posting motivational videos and behind the scenes and things, which these are all great, but you need to also have a sales strategy mixed in with that content. And you need to be selling. We're all about selling in every single freaking post if sales are down. That's right. When sales are down, it's not the time to be like, oh, I don't want to ask. I don't want to pitch. It's like frickin'. Like, you want to keep those doors open, you start selling, and you believe and that's the thing, it comes back to you got to believe in your product. If you don't believe in your product, if it's not the best on the market, get it to be the best on the market to where you're like, oh my gosh, I feel bad if I'm not telling people about my product, about my service every day, because I know that I am the best bet for you to win. And so get to that point. It will help your sales. It will help your team. Come on. Anyways, that's a whole other series in a series.
It is. It's true. And I'm glad you said that. But here's the thing. When you want something to sell, if the other person on the other end of that isn't convinced and you're just sharing about stuff randomly on social media, you're wasting your time. Yep. Let's cut the fat. Again, like the last video. Cut it. Trim that down to the most essential pieces that you know can help people. Again, because if you're thrown out there, even Google right now, their latest algorithm, and it always shifts, but it always comes back to, again, the principle of selling. When you know this is valuable, it can help, then make it extra helpful. Click it into extra helpful, and then the people on the other end that you're trying to serve, they're gonna be like, wow, that does make sense. It's something I'm hungry for. I need that. They're gonna resonate, and all the way through it, every step of the way as you're sharing on social. You're also not neglecting to, like Sophia said, to clearly state, this is what I want you to do. This is what I want. Here's where we're going to go. This is what I would appreciate. Like we always say at the end of the day, call to action. If you're not doing that, they don't know what to do. They're like, awesome. Woo. And then crickets.
Yeah. The call to action is so key. And it's just that ender. Yes. But you always want to make sure. And so in social media, going back to the video's title, creating content that sells for you. Yes. How do you do that? All of your content should be based around the problems and the stuff that your ideal client has going on. Mixed in, when it's social media, you don't want to just constantly be talking about the problems, especially if you're kind of like more of like, you're fun, you like to have fun, throw in some humor sometimes. But in the captions, we talk about the PS with our clients all the time. That PS should be that punch of like, hey, but not a punch, but a kind of a nudge, like, hey, if you're having struggles with this, like, hey, we've got something that might be a fit for you. Check it out here. And like Mike said, direct them. If you want them to DM you, if you want them to check the link in your profile, if you have a freebie for them, which we'll get to in another video, direct them in that PS. But at least 2, you guys, at least 2 of your videos every week should be geared towards specifically talking about the problem that your ideal client is facing and giving them little nuggets of solutions. And then that little nugget then leads them to your main offer, your core product, your core service. So they're like, oh my gosh, they solved this little problem in this video. And in this video, you're building trust with each video. And then it's like, oh man, they could probably solve this bigger problem that your core offer solves, you guys. So, and that's the power of video, is like, you've got all these videos stacked. So someone who's thinking about working with you, they can binge watch your stuff. You're not having to sell and get on the phone and get on the phone and have your team get on the phone. Your content's there, you guys. Your content's there.
Think of that, the library that you could create too in a small amount of time. Too many people put pressure on themselves, right, on the social side. They're like, I gotta cut a video and it's gotta be perfect and it's gotta have 17 minutes of content that's gonna help help me sell. And then they tell the whole instructional, it's like they instruct them how to, and they go, you need to do this and this and this and this, and then people are just like, just glazed over. Don't do that. Save yourself that drama. And like Sophia says, if you're focusing on the helpful points, the things that they really need, all you need is 2 or 3.
Gosh, you could even just do one. Just have it be one nugget. Like I was talking with a client yesterday, and one of the things it solves is weight loss. I'm like, just give them one little nugget, one little hack that they can do to help them on their journey for weight loss. And then at the end, be like, hey, if you have more questions, reach out, I'm here. And in that PS of the caption, you say, hey, if you're struggling with weight loss, like, we have this awesome fill in the blank that could help you. Check out the link or DM me, whatever you want them to do. It's that simple.
That's right.
Solve little problems. It's kind of like that, the breadcrumbs. It's solving little problems that leads them closer. It adds, remember, it's adding value. It's not manipulating. You're showing them that, hey, I can solve this. I got this, that you're showing them that you're the expert, and it's leading them to your core product or your core service.
Right.
Your videos on social media are those breadcrumbs.
That's it.
Think of it, but if you're throwing out content that's all over the place, it's never going to lead them to your core offer.
Right.
So that's why you've got to have a strategy with your social media. But throw in some fun stuff, have some fun, but make sure that the foundation of your content is got those breadcrumbs leading them to your offer.
Yeah, I love it. Love it. Let's go.
Oh gosh,
on this
we could
point,
have
we're going to close it.
An hour video on this.
Part 1 of the social media. Begin. This is a series, right? We're on video 3. This is part 1 of that, and we want to keep going on to the next point.
Yeah, social media is so big, so we're doing 2 videos on social media because
could go all day. So have a great one, guys. Soak this up. Get ready for the next one, which part 2 is going to be.
Well, part 2, it's going to be creating content that sells. We're going to just nail down the 3 elements to creating content, creating a reel, or a short that sells for you. Yes. So we'll be doing that in the next video.
All right. See you on the next one. Don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss out. You're not going to miss any other video coming forward.
And if this is resonating with you, what we're saying, reach out. Check out click on the link, go to our website. You'll find out how to contact us, or just comment below. We're here. We want to help you.
That's right.
Reach out.
All right. Have a great one.